Hey guys, this video is all about the kebab machine. Again, we have beef and chicken. This is our kebab slicer, and it just has one button, and when you press it, the slicer is working. When you let go, it stops. Over here is the plug, and it's currently switched on, and when you lift it up, you switch it off. See? Doesn't work anymore. Let's switch it back on, put it down. Now it works. To remove this plug, we just have to push that little button forward, push it in, and you can pull the plug. So with my thumb, I'm pushing it in, and it comes out. Just like that. Again, I'll show you another example. You push it in and pull it out. This button here is the button that spins the kebab stick. As you can see, it's currently spinning very slowly, but it's spinning. And when you press it, it stops spinning. And we press it back on, and it starts spinning again. There's one here and one here. The gas knobs on the side of the machine are all pointing to the right side. That means they're all off. To move it, we have to push it in and move it up. Just like that. And that means when it's up, it's at the max, and when it's at left, it's low. Max, low. Max, low. Max. Again, push in and up. So right now I'm putting all of them to the max. Just like that. And then off, 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 and off. To turn on the fire, we have to use a lighter. So what we do is we just turn on the top one and we click the lighter onto the burner. This one here. So the gas knob, we push it in, face it up, and click at the top. We're also holding the gas knob in for another about 5 seconds, and then we let go. And then you rinse and repeat for the other ones, but you don't have to click the lighter anymore because the flames above it is automatically turning it on. So push it in, face it up, and hold it for 5 seconds each. And there you have a kebab machine fully turned on at max heat. Now I'm facing it towards the camera, which means now I've put the heat to low. As you can see, the fire has died down. Now back over here, it's all at max. And as you can see, the fire is burning red. Chicken is currently at half heat, which means they're all on low, and beef is at max heat. They're all on high. Let's turn it down even lower. So when we turn it 2 of the burners off, we just keep 2 of the burners on low heat. That means it's just keeping the meat warm, but we're not going to cut any more meat. Now, because there's very little meat left on the stick, we're going to replace it. So we turn off all the burners and we grab the stick with both hands like this and we sit it on the grill. There's a big knife over here. Hold it with left hand and use the knife to chop it or to slice it off the stick. Awesome. Now let's take the stick into the kitchen sink. Just like this. Very good. And I'm facing it sideways, so it's not pointing up. And the chicken bits over here, they're very big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop it all up into smaller bits using the scraper, which is boom, 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 and mix it around. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm mixing it around and chop, chop, chop. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful. As you can see, if the chicken is a little bit pink, keep cooking it on the grill because we don't want to give raw meat ever. So even if you see a little bit of pink, we don't want to risk it. Just keep cooking it. And then also mix the meat around so all of it is touching the grill. Once the chicken is ready, we grab the tool over here and we bring the chicken onto it. Yeah, just like that. And we dump it into the chicken tray. There we go. And then we place the foil on top, make sure it's nice and covered, just like that. Now, open the wings and push the machine back all the way. So what I'm doing now is creating space for the new chicken kebab stick to be placed on top of the thing. And this is me. And I'm gonna just show you how to bring a stick from the fridge. Over here, you get a chicken stick. Lift it onto your shoulder like this. And walk, 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 walk. And make sure there's space here. And you just place the stick gently over here, down here. Make sure it's stable, and that's good. So how do we hold it? Left hand, put one of your fingers into the hole, and your right hand, lift the stick from underneath. Lift it up and place it onto your right shoulder. Walk towards the stick, remove your finger from the hole. guide it into the stick and slowly, gently lower it into the slot. To unwrap it, you have to make sure that the this switch is off, the spinning switch is off, and just grab the plastic from an end and just pull. It gets stuck at the top, so you might have to use another hand, just like this. And just pull, and it usually just comes out nice and clean. Place the rubbish in the bin. And let's turn on the kebab machine. Again, we start from the top, point it up, push it in, and click it. Hold it for 5 seconds and let go. Now we can put the lighter back and start the spinning and rinse and repeat for the other burners. And now we bring the burners close from the side and we point the wings into the kebab. But make sure it's not touching the kebab, just pointing at it. I'm chopping some meat here. And this is beef meat. Chopping it into smaller bits because I've previously just removed the beef and now I'm going to replace the beef stick. Just like this, you spread on the beef on the container. And let's grab a stick and let's turn off the fire as well. Point it always outwards to the right. Push the machine back and make sure the wings are open. Perfect. Now we have a space for a beef kebab and let's go get it. It's in the same fridge as the chicken kebab. This is the kebab fridge. And over here on the left is a chicken one and on the right one is a beef one. The beef one is a pink color. The chicken one is an orange color. And I'm just grabbing it and I'm walking it over here. If there's any plastic next to the hole, move it away. And we're going to put the finger in this hole and hold it. And we're going to put the hole into this slot. Yep. And make sure you remove the finger like this before you guide it in. Very gently, lower it gently. You don't want to bang it in because it could damage the machine. Make sure the spinner is off and pull the plastic. It always gets stuck at the top and you just have to yank it out. just for a little bit, and then it comes out. Awesome. So I started the spinner, and I'm gonna bring machine closer with the wings pointing in. Yep. And let's turn on the fire. So I have the lighter in one hand, and push and point the gas up and click the fire. Hold it for 5 seconds. Done. And then we can just push in the other burners. You can do 2 at a time. Just like that. And yeah, just push it. And yeah, that's about it. When we shave meat, we always put the new meat on the left side, and we push the old meat onto the right side. So the slicer, we can change the thickness. With chicken, you have to make it thick. So let's pull it back to the back and click, 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 click. 5 clicks. Now the slicer is thick, and with the left hand we hold it still. We hold the kebab stick still, and the right hand we hold the slicer, press the button, and let it just fall down. That's wrong. That's wrong. So the slicer is parallel to the meat, and you're sort of just letting it drop down while you're holding the button. The left hand is holding the kebab stick, and the right hand is slicing. And that's it. And we guide the new meat just over here, and then we cover it with foil. Okay. Same concept with the beef. We push the old meat onto the right side, and we put the new meat on the left side. But we have to make sure the thickness of the slicer is correct. So we push in and pull back to 0. That's 0. And then we click it 2 times. 1, 2. It's very thin. So use your left hand to hold the tongue, and it holds the kebab machine still. And use your right hand to hold the slicer and press the button. We're holding the slicer parallel to the meat, just like that. And then you get a strip of meat like this. Again, just like that. that part is just pushed against the meat and letting it, just let it drop. Not like this and like this. So this is how you do it. And this is how you move it. And we're always targeting the cooked meat. And that's it. Beautiful. And we're always pushing the new meat into the left side and covering it with the foil. And yeah.